many things we no fall. Them took a Nnamdi Kanu, but we stand tall. Simon Ekpa, them catch we still dey strong. We go rise higher, no place for wrong. We no go fall, we go stand. In unity, we hold the land.
Thank you so much, Dr. Agi. Again, I welcome all Biafrans to today's fundraising. I want to use this opportunity to recognize our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. We all watched the court proceedings yesterday in the Nigeria court, where our leader Nnamdi Kanu has been held for almost 5 years right now for nothing, for doing nothing. He's being held by the Nigeria state. All of us are already aware nothing good will come out of the Nigerian state. Because of our leader, Onyendu, we do what we do today. And because of him and our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, Biafra is a sovereign nation today. All glory goes to both of them for the role they played to ensure that Biafra is a free nation. And there are other leaders, so many of them, so many Biafrans, warriors that have played a role privately or publicly to ensure that our independence was restored on November 29th, 2024 in Lahti, Finland. Today, United States of Biafra is a free nation. We will continue to defend our land. Nobody is going to do that for us. Currently, the Nigerian state is occupying a foreign land. Even after all the notifications to the Nigerian state that the United States of Biafra has declared their independence on November 29, we declared we were a country before 1967 to 1970. We redeclared our nation November 29, 2024. That information has been passed on to the Nigerian state, headed by President Tinubu and Defense Chief Christopher Musa. We have peacefully informed them that the United States of Biafra is at this point a sovereign state. They must withdraw every Nigerian entity in the United States of Biafra territory. They must do that. There is no reason why any element of Nigerian state will still be existing in the United States of Biafra territory at this point. Because we've met all the criteria for an independent nation. We are an independent nation. We conducted a self-referendum where over 50 million Biafrans have voted to exit Nigeria, both online and physically in the 40 states of the United States of Biafra. We have a mapped out geographical area with ethnic and cultural orientation that are peculiar to our people. We are building our allies, both those that recognize Biafra as a nation between 1967 and 1960 and never resigned on that. They are our allies. All of them have been informed of the redeclaration of the United States of Biafra, and they are fully in support of this new, beautiful nation of ours. I want to use this opportunity to thank Onyendu and let him be resilient. Do not be moved. Do not be moved. What the Nigerian terrorist state do to you, they can do to any of us. Do not be moved. They have no case against Nnamdi Kanu. They have no case against Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. To start with, the Nigerian state colluded with Kenya and renditioned a British citizen, Nnamdi Kanu, from Kenya and dumped him in Nigeria. blindfolded him, beat him up, moved him into Nigeria. That is a terrorist act. And Nigeria is trying to try Nnamdi Kanu for terrorism, inciting the people. How can a terrorist state try our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu of terrorism? Why? We are the one that kidnapped him from Kenya, renditioned him to Nigeria. What terrorist act is bigger than that? So, as of today, Nigeria has no local standing to try Nnamdi Kanu for anything because they kidnapped him from Kenya. That is an act of terrorism. It is a law, not just by Nigeria, by all international standards. Nigeria does not have the power to try Nnamdi Kanu. So they've broken all international laws. Nigeria does not respect any international law of which they signed to be part of. All these charters, Nigeria put their signature here, but they've broken those laws. Nigeria should be expelled from all United Nations, African Union, ECOWAS unions, because they do not respect the treaties they signed with these bodies. About three courts in Nigeria have tried the case between Nnamdi Kanu and the Nigerian state. And Nnamdi Kanu won in those three courts. And the courts have told the Nigerian state to release Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. Till today, Nigeria has not done that. They are still holding him because they do not want the United States of Biafra to be a free nation. Thank God, today we are a free nation. The United Nations set up a committee to look into the case of Nnamdi Kanu and the Nigerian state after Nigeria moved Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya, moved Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. The United Nations Committee on Extraordinary Rendition told Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. United Nations, did Nigeria do that? No, because Nigeria is a lawless state that does not respect. They do not respect the rule of law. They do not respect the treaties they signed with the United Nations. United Nations, I'm calling on you to expel Nigeria from being a member of the United Nations because they have flouted this order that you gave to them to release Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. Nigeria has refused to do that. So United Nations, I'm asking you today, what action have you taken against the Nigerian state to ensure that we, the new nation, like United States of Biafra, we have confidence in you. We can obey the rules that you set up. So we are waiting for you to take that action against the Nigerian state, for you to earn your integrity in the world, for other countries in the world to trust you, for other countries in the world to look up to you as a nation that not just bark, but bites. We are waiting for you to do that. Because Nigeria have refused your recommendations and your order for them to release Nnamdi Kanu. They are trying him today. Yesterday, Friday, he was in Nigerian court, despite the order from you, the United Nations. You need to call Tinubu and Christopher Musa to order as quickly as possible for the world to continue to respect you, United Nations. I also want to use this opportunity to recognize our Prime Minister, His Excellency Obato Vietnam, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who is still being questioned by Finland as we speak. for almost 5 months, restricted by Finland as we speak, because Finland colluded with Nigeria to start questioning our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, for incitement, terrorism, whatever they call it, that the Nigeria bribery state, the Nigerian terrorist state, reported to Finland. And then Finland, our Prime Minister reported the abuses, the human rights abuses of the Nigerian state to you, Finland. So Finland, you are going to meet Biafrans in the European Union Human Rights Court, because those human rights abuses reported to you by our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, you, Finland, you're supposed to report it to the European Union Human Rights Commission. Did you do that? Finland, did you do that? Did you make that report? All the abuses, all the killings, all the extraordinary removal, all the forceful removal of innocent Biafrans from their homes, from their communities, and they end up being dead, harvesting their organ. Simon Ekpa reported that to you, Finland. What did you do? What did you do with those information? Did you keep it to yourselves? Did you hide it? Then when the Nigeria state, Christopher Musa, came to report to you that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, you jumped you clamped him down. You took him away and you are questioning him in seclusion for almost 5 months in deplorable conditions. You isolated him. So where is the justice in the world? Finland. You did not report those human rights abuses, and you signed a charter, you signed a treaty to make the world a better place, to report those human rights abuses. The ones that Simon Ekpa reported to you, Finland. Why didn't you report it to the European Union Human Rights Commission? You will answer to that. So we thank you, our Prime Minister Obatobie Simon Ekpa, for being resolute. Stand your ground. Nothing will happen. United States of Biafra is already here. And at the right time, we will take the right steps to ensure that Finland have no other choice. They can't have a choice than to let you go immediately. And it's coming to that point. The same thing with Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. It will happen. Because some of you, the language you understand is force. The charters most of you signed to make the world a better place, you are abusing them. And we will stop you from abusing them. Finland and Nigeria and Kenya. Any country at all that tries to make the world a terrorist state like Nigeria. I thank all the cabinet members present here, all the secretaries that are working round the clock behind the scene to ensure that the United States of Biafra protect their land and start serving our people in our homeland as quickly as possible.